Hello, everybody. I was cleaning out a box, and in amongst all the craft stuff, I found stuff I haven't seen since I was, maybe in my 30s. So I thought we'd go through it together. This old tin, they used to sell these everywhere at the places on vacation in the 70s and the 80s. This one, though, still has... Well, if I'm holding it upside down, I want the lid to pop open all the way. Wandering Woods, Cave City, Kentucky. Because heaven knows, if there was a cave, we went to the cave. So, let's see what's hiding in here. This looks like apparently at some point I tried to sell it at a yard sale. That's my handwriting. And it's some kind of wood carving project to make a Continental Soldier. So I'll have to take a look and see what that is. Maybe I'll take that to summer camp with me and see if I can't actually make it. So we'll set that aside. Now this is what I expected it to be. I'm pretty sure every bit in here has something missing and needs repair. Now, let's see. Now, I don't have one of those kits that you can test for gold. But this one is, I'm pretty sure, a gold necklace. But it's missing... Get to the end there. See, it has no end. The odd part to me is, I used to have an R2-D2 necklace that I kept in this egg. Where's the R2-D2 necklace? Maybe I sold that. I don't know. Sucrets? What's hiding in the old Sucrets tin? I think this one might be sterling. I'll have to look for a mark. But you could see, like, there's a little heart in there. And this thing is small. This really was kind of a choker. And I used to wear it a lot in high school. So we'll see where those can go. And then there's ones like this. If it will cooperate. Come out of there. Isn't this a beauty? Oh, I love these. Absolutely love it. I'm pretty sure there's probably... Yeah, there it is. Stone missing. Now... I wouldn't wear them then if they had. Don't see a maker's name on that. But at this point, I don't really care anymore. But a lot of them, yeah, see there's a stones missing here and here as well, and another one there. So it has a couple. I think I probably would wear them now. What is this? This... I think this is just basic chain. It doesn't have the feel or quite the look of sterling. Oh, I love this bracelet. Look, it's all a jumble in there. But something's gone wrong with the catch. I think there was a little pin that used to have to go down in there. And it's missing. But look at how gorgeous this is. This is the back. Right? This is the front. It's missing one little half pearl. And then somehow... Because I really thought that had a clip. Yeah, it did. There's the ring. And it should have had a little guard on it to keep the piece, but both the guard and the piece are missing now. But I love it. It's just so over the top. I love that piece. This is a problem with old, like, they're cultured, they're losing all their stuff. Okay, so I will probably take this apart and get rid of the pearls. They also have something stuck on the back that's just, and if you peel it off, you peel the stuff right off. But the fixings This doesn't want it. There we go. You know, because this side has its stones. So I could probably save those pieces, and I'm certainly saving the pendant. Now you can see, though, that whatever got on the rest of it also got on this, because there's some kind of bit stuck here, and I'm afraid that it's probably might peel the rhodium right off the back. I think somebody had it on some aluminum foil to, because honestly it stretches like cement. Now look, a piece just came off. Oh, it didn't take the rhodium off. Rhodium is fine. So I will try to save this centerpiece, but the fake pearls, anyway, the beads are all completely shot. But I will try to save this. Looks like a starfish. Very, very cool. So if I can clean that up, the starfish might be coming to a sale. Look, there's just jumbled in there. I didn't know any better back then. Yeah, this one's a lovely little piece. Too small for me to wear now. But you can see how, like, this one bit has gotten discolored. Such a pretty little thing. Now, I don't... Oh, wait, there we go. There's the missing stone. It's like hunt and peck. Where's the missing stone? And I don't see any markings. Like a lot of vintage jewelry, there's no markings to any of it. This is a basic jet, I believe. And it's missing one whole strand. Well, half a strand. I take that back. Half a strand. When this came out of my great-grandparents' house, when my one great-aunt passed away, I was given all of the... I can't read what that says. Can it focus? Yeah, I don't think it's going to focus for you guys either. But I was given all of the contents of all the jewelry boxes in the house. And I had no idea what that meant. Well, what that meant is I also got all of the remainders of things that were broken. Oh, yeah. Wore this a lot in high school, too. One of my first pieces of blingy kind of jewelry. But it came off. And now, of course, you know, they are... Now I'm ever so much bigger. So I wouldn't be able to wear this. Not at all. Because it'd be too tight. But they're turning yellow. So I guess old rhinestones do that. It may or may not be a sterling necklace part. Cocktail ring. Oh, this is I guess it had been a charm, but where's the piece? It's just a little trolley, but there's no loop on it anymore. Pair of screwback earrings. Now, oddly enough, with this pair, no maker's name, I do not see any missing stones. So, that shouldn't stay in there. There's this cool thing, which is got some corrosion on the back. So, I don't know what it is, but it's cool looking. It's very cool looking. But it's older. And I honestly, though, don't know what it's meant to be. It does have this piece, but that piece is secured. And if you know how to clean this corrosion stuff off, let me know in the comments. because this isn't the only piece I have like that. And I would like to get that fixed. Now this is a little pin. Really nice sparkle to this. Really, really, really nice sparkle. And there's one little stone missing. But boy, these must be good crystal. Because you know how the good ones, like the really, really good ones, sparkle in that rainbow of colors. So we have that one. What else is here? Oh yeah, these. I used to wear these. I don't think these have a maker's mark. No, not seeing one. But I used to actually wear these. Long time ago. Now this one, see this one, the pearls are in much better shape, but half the clasp is missing. And it's very small. I mean, honestly, there's no way that's going around my neck. I don't know that that's... I mean, look how tiny. Here's my finger, okay, for size. Look how tiny. So I would probably have them take this off and resize this for me to be a bracelet. That's what I would like to do with that. And they all have a little knot in between. And when you really, really, really look at them up close, there's one or two that seem like they're not exactly the same size. So I'm pretty sure that is real pearls. Now see, here is the bracelet that goes with those earrings. Okay? But I'm missing 3, but I don't think I have 3 in there. Oh, look, wait. Here's the bracelet that the charms came off of. Oh, that's how it broke off. Look, it should have done that. So, I might have to just take these off the chain and just sell the charms. I don't know, but time for those to go. But if we look in here, oh, I do have all 3. Look, there's 1, 2, 3. So I've got all 3. So I could repair that, and then these would be a set. Yep, it's got its loop on the other end and its clasp. So I could repair that. But what else is hiding in here? There's this little bitty, which, is that a mark? I don't know what, no, I think this is just an odd piece off of something. And there's a couple of little, like there's a little, looks like a top of a hat pin. So that's everything that's in there. And if you have any suggestions for ideas for some of these, let me know. I'll have to really carefully find what kind of glue to use on that. But yeah, this one's definitely got to go. This one I love. This one will be staying. And I'll repack this later so that they are... Because what I would do now that I know better, I would layer all these with tissue. If not tissue paper, then literally with tissues. I would do that rather than have it just jumbled in here. So they're gonna get fixed up and stored properly. Now this one, doing this on my bed. You can see my laptop over there. I miss Thrift You. She was gonna make me, there's one of my great fairy stickers there. She was gonna make a planner thing for me, and I sent her some of the stuff, but she's been so busy. Oh, whoops. So I snuck this in here because cats were steep. There aren't many left. There's only a little bit in the bottom, but the kittens were getting their flea medicine for the first time. And so they all got a treat, but then I had to hide it. This old pouch, this was my brother Steve's. He came back with this drawstring bag. He had it at Vietnam with him. Okay, what do we got hiding in here? Does anybody know? I mean, is this for like a locker? And to where? I mean, there's the emblem. Frank. It says Frank and Cedar. Seder. Frank and Cedar. I have no idea what this is. Look, there's a little tiny bead off of something. Yeah, this is a finial for a lamp. I like the ball though. This is an issue. You're all tangled. Wow, is this old? Calipers? But there's no... That side just says T. Yeah, both sides say T. So I guess they're calipers to measure, but I don't see... Oh, look. They must be for clockmaking. M. Trout. Can you see it on there? That's my great-grandfather. The one that was a watchmaker. Was a jeweler. And then I have this with this old vulcanized rubber bottle. I love these little kind of bottles. And I've got some blue seed beads in there. A little owl pendant. A little clay pendant. I don't know who that symbol's for. We use this on stage occasionally for just for medieval. Ow, ow, ow. My foot's going numb. For medieval things. This is an old vintage first aid thing. Now this one is another one I wore a lot, and then the chain, the loop broke. But this has got Pennsylvania Dutch on either side. Had that for ages. But that's from a vacation. I think I was in Ohio when I got that. I don't know if I'll get rid of that. Now I have these. Now this one is for Blauners, B-L-A-U. Is that a U in there? N-E-R-S. So now I know back in the day, these kind of things used to be credit cards, and you were given an account number. And then you would just show this. LB something courier service. Let me see if I can get that a little. Quality courier service. LB. Couriers? Oh, no. Quality courtesy service. Courtesy. Grams. G-A-R-M-M-E-S on the back. No idea. But maybe that's what these are. Is those old account tokens. Now this is a cool piece. Okay? There's no pin on the back. Isn't that wild? That is just... I picked this up out of a junk pile at a flea market. And they were just like, yeah, 25 cents, anything in the box. And this was decades ago. And it just... I mean, I don't think the camera is really picking up the amount of sparkle this thing is flitting at me. But I have no idea. There's no marks on the back for anywhere that a pin would have been. And it's pretty high. I mean, look at how much it sticks up. It is so cool looking. Now, let's see. This, Salt Lake City, Utah. I can't read you. Fine, hand finished, something. I don't know what that went to. Now, this is a watch fob. This may or may not be gold. This also looks like it's missing something there. It's also not long enough for Mike. He would like one. So again, that's something that would need to be tested for gold. This is part of a sweater chain. See how it has the little alligator clips, but see they go up and they would hold the sweater on, but it's missing the other side. Doubtful that this is gold. Really doubtful. And so I think that one's just going to be a piece. This is a button. Isn't that cool? It's a great button. A little bit larger than a quarter, but really cool. Oh, another piece that had been a favorite of mine. Wore this a lot and then lost a stone. And now there's one here and one here that I'm missing. I wore this a lot. I would still wear this when I someday get it fixed. Now, we got some weird little thing here. This is a piece of glass. This is a glass button. Very, very interesting little piece. Now, this is old. It is not, I don't think it's all here, because when you get to this end, you've got 2 rings. So I think some was missing. It is a very old piece. Very old piece. And actually this little red piece is, this little tiny red piece is from off of it. Now, I've not tested to see what these little red stones are. It might be silver, but it's very tarnished on the back. But that was another little piece. I don't know where I ever got. I think I got this out of a gumball machine. It's a bullet. Fake. It's all plastic. Now this is cool. This I know is sterling. This has no lead left in it. It's a pencil for on a chatelaine. And it is the coolest little thing. Haven't seen this stuff in ages. Absolute ages. I've not seen this stuff. So it will not be going back into the bag where it can just be bouncing around. I'm going to make sure it all gets sorted out properly and see what's going to be. Well, I know this is going to be saved to be fixed at some point. These I'm going to need to research what they are. We're going to take you and sit you with your little thing. And then there's this box, Garden Fairy Collection. Now, if you ever see this tag, Interior Accents, that's Joann Fabrics. So this would be from 2002, it says. But I don't know what it is. Now, I know I bought a lot of stuff that was their fairy collection, because back in even 2002, come out, finding fairies was a rarity. Oh, wow, it's huge. Hang on. Go for a ride with me. Oh, oh, it's a big plate. Oh, wow. I haven't seen this since long after I bought it, but it's a great big plate. Look at that. That is pretty. Oh, so cool. Now, mind you, it probably... Do not move. I like how it says, do not move while hot. Never burn candle unattended. Do not place candle in non-flammable surface away from drafts. Keep out of reach of children. This is not a candle. This is not. And there's nothing else in there. This is not a candle, but it's got a safety warning for a candle on the back. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and it's been fun finding this thing. I think this will go into the top of my closet to be safe and get it out of the box that was, because the box was a massive, large size moving box, and it was one of those ones from the pile that fell over, and so I need to empty it out, but not everything in it turned out to be craft stuff, so I need to get this stuff sorted out, safer places, sort out that jewelry, pack it up properly for what I'm going to hang on to, and if you see anything that you're really interested, like if you were really interested in, say, the bracelet that has the charms, just let me know, because that's going to go. That's definitely going